teacher Romulus. He is a social studies teacher in Joe Barlow, and he likes to grade the papers. But sadly, he lives under the desk at night. Just the student David. He likes to dance on the desks, and he does not like to be a good student, but he doesn't know how to write his paper for his social studies class. Finally, this is the social studies teacher that David has to write a paper for. She is a hard grader. What? Oh my... David, what are you doing?
Mr. Romulus, I would like to talk to you about my project.
Why?
I have some questions about the Roman paper, about Titus.
Oh, Titus. I know a lot about that man. What do you want to know about him?
I need to know everything you got about the man. Yo, man, I don't got no time to research this. It's due in a week, man.
Oh, you want to know everything, huh? Well, that might take you a little while, because I know a lot of stuff about this guy. Well, I gotta tell you one thing, though. I have the worst luck ever. Lost my house and everything. If you want to come, take me outside right here. So, you're usually an emperor from the family. You're just chosen like that. And like, if the people don't like you, your ruling's awful if they don't like you. Because the only way how to get out of being the emperor is basically to kill yourself. Because, you know, you're kind of set for it for life, and it goes down by generation by generation. Now, you know, there's always good and bad rulers. I mean, so, for example, with Titus, he was a very settled ruler. Everyone kind of liked him, but his brother, after he died, was really awful. So there's always good and bad rulers. It's not always one way or the other. Sometimes they keep them only by fear, and that's just how they do it.
You know, is there anything more you can tell me today?
Hey, look, I gave you enough information. I'm going back to bed. If you want more information, come back tomorrow.
Yo, Mr. Romulus, what's up?
Oh my... Get it!
Yo, man, I need some more help. You hardly told me anything yesterday.
Alright, David. Look, I'm going to tell you a little bit more about Titus today. Okay, here are some random facts about Titus. He was emperor from 79 to 81 AD. He took the throne from his father. He was a military commander. He fought during the First Jewish War. He was educated by Claudius. He was married many times after his first wife died. He was in fact very smart. He could play instruments like the harp. He made his own music, and he could also sing at the same time. At first, the Senate and the people did not like him because he kept his father's annoying taxes and economic reviews. But he was feared to be a very bad leader, but ended up not being bad at all.
Tell me more! Dude, what was it?
I told you I had bad luck. Alright, anyway, let's get back to Titus now. Now, as we all know, the ruler before him, his name was Nero. And the other people were afraid that he would be the new Nero, but he ended up not being him, because he only ruled for 2 years, because he had a very short life. So, really, this guy only had a little bit of time to make such a big difference. Alright, David, why don't you take this, alright? Read it overnight. It's Animal Farm. It's gonna go back to the Rome thing, and then you'll know everything about him, and how to compare them.
Alright. I read your book.
Ow! Great! I'm glad you came here again for this third day now. They had one of the worst epidemic plagues when he was ruling. Like, lots of things went wrong while he was there. He was only ruling for 2 years when he attacked the Jewish temple. There was the eruption of Mount Vesuvius volcano. Titus visited the stricken area and announced a state of emergency. Fire raged in Rome for 3 days. It was the opening of the Flavian amphitheater. One of the last day of the games though he said it had been broken down and wept in public. He was killed by his younger brother Domitian because he gave him poisoned fish. He died in 81 AD in Rome. The reason why Nero was gone is because he committed suicide. So, why don't you take that information in your mind and let's go. Look, David, I have made you a sheet so that you will get more information. Here, David, take a look at it.
Alright. So, it's about, like, the eruption of Mount Vesuvius and, like, how he came and helped everybody. Right? Worst epidemic ever. And the conquest of Jerusalem in 70 AD. So, all that stuff?
Yes.
Alright, I'll read that.
As you see, Titus was born in 63 AD, and he ruled from 79 AD to 87 AD. See, Squealer uses propaganda just like Titus did, so that he would keep power just the same way. he would also use his way of wording just to make everything sound better, as I said before, just as Titus would, so that he would have his people to always follow him. The way to get total control is to treat your people well. If you treat them well and you make them feel very special, they feel like they can trust you as their leader. And once you get total control, it's a big responsibility because you are the one to hold responsible of all of your people. Just like in Animal Farm, Squealer is responsible for having all of his people be safe, even though he doesn't keep good care of them.
Look, I've gave you a lot of information about this guy now, so what I want you to do is to go home tonight, and I want you to do some research on your own. You're going to try to remember all this info, because I know that your paper's due. So try your hardest, and see you.
Man, I can't remember all this stuff.
Jeez. I give up. I'm going to sleep.
David, I know you can do this. Is that paper good? Marion believes in you.
Am I dreaming? Where am I?
You're in a dream, David.
Who said that?
I'm going to teach you what you need to know for the rest of your paper and what you need to memorize for it.
Alright, I guess that's a good thing.
How did these emperors keep their power? And I'm here to tell you exactly what they did so that they intimidated their people to believe that they are on top of everyone else.
Where'd you get that M&M shirt, man?
I got it from Roman eBay.
Step 1!
Would reword how they would say it. Instead of taking your portions away, they would say that they're just readjusting your portions. That convinces that the people are dumbfounded. They don't know exactly what the person is saying, so they just fall for it. All those people are always under you because you seem like you're the more knowledgeable person.
Excuse me, ma'am. As ruler, I must say that your portions have been reduced a little bit, so I will be taking all this food now. And, good day to you.
Someone isn't worthy to them anymore because they can't work, they would just get rid of them. They would make it sound like they really cared about their people, even if they really didn't. Just like an Animal Farm, as we said before. So a boxer dies, and they make it sound like they really care, but they really don't, because they sold him to get their own wealth. So that's what they kind of did in Rome as well. They just made it sound like they really cared that much. For example, there was a volcano that erupted while Titus was in ruling, and he kind of just passed by that. He didn't make it sound like that it was that big of a deal, even though it was.
Dear, is my house alright?
Hello! I must inform you that all your houses will be fine after having our volcano. Please take it as a present. Because you know that once I am ruling you, I keep you all safe. Have a good day, kind man.
Thank you, ruler.
You see, the other thing that they would do is they would have many meetings where they would talk to everybody in their town, make everything sound that all life is good. So it was all in the speech and how they said it, as I said before. And I'm going to take you to a little bit of those speeches. Come with me.
All Roman citizens! Yay! Please be quiet. I must inform you that I am keeping every one of you safe from all these natural disasters. Whenever we have an attack or anything, I will be there. I will be the one to save you. Gods have given me power from above, and knowing how to rule all of you, and not just to care about you, but to love each one of you. I hope you all love my tone.
Oh, I understand more of this stuff now. I only need a little bit more information to finish my paper.
Oh, Dave, let me see you there. Alright, if you want to learn a little more information to finish your paper, I got what you need before you stop dreaming about this stuff. You're going to be on the Roman Game Show. Get ready to get on!
Look, you're going on the show. You're going on the show. I don't care what you say. It's for your own good. You want to get a good grade or not? All right, Marion, give him the first question.
David, give me the general information about Titus.
He was a Roman emperor from 79 to 81. He took the throne from his father. He fought during the First Jewish War. He's known as military commander.
How did the rulers keep their power?
They used power like Animal Farm, they use power of the mind because they like tell everybody that, you know, everything's different than what they thought, you know. Like, they changed all the rules and the commandments and stuff. And then they also use muscle because, you know, they, you know, killed Boxer.
How do they connect the Animal Farm to the Emperor?
Like, in Animal Farm, Napoleon used his power to, like, you know, kill everybody and kill all of his opponents and stuff, you know. And in Rome, they just kind of, like, the power went to their heads, you know, and in some cases they, you know, killed their entire city and burned to the ground, you know.
Everybody!
Whoa. Ooh, where am I? I like so much information while sleeping. I gotta be quick. Top of my episode, man.
David, you know you're ready. I gave you all the info for the paper, and you're ready to write that. You're gonna get an A, dude.
Yeah.
Oh! Oh. Get that,
Mr. Ramos. Yeah, the life well spent, man. I kinda got a birdie now. Sorry, Mr. Ramos. I'm done. I'm done!
David, I don't like the way you did this at all.
Click. As I look around, they don't do it like my click. Click, 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 click. And all these bad, bad men, they want the, they want the, they want the.